Hey everyone, welcome to Old School Gamers. Today we're going to take a look at an affordable component cable from Retrobit that's now available for your GameCube. And also, all the views on this cable are ours alone. We didn't get any product or payment received, to review this cable. Let's get started. So when the GameCube was released in 2001, it was still using the standard composite output. This was the same output that was used in Super Nintendo and the N64. Nintendo did release and had a GameCube component cable, and they made it available for a while through Nintendo's online store, but due to the lack of interest, they decided to discontinue it, and now prices for these cables have more than tripled. And this is where Retrobit's component cables come in to fill the need. Released just this year, these component cables come out at a solid price of $60. But if you're considering these, you need to know that just like Nintendo's cables, the Retrobit's component cables for the GameCube are only compatible with the connector plugs on the digital AV port. That means you have to have a model DOL001. Unlike Nintendo's component cables, the Retrobit cables will transmit both video and audio. Big advantage. So you don't need a separate audio cable like you did with the Nintendo one. So Retrobit's component cable supports up to 480p or 576p for the PAL regions. This means that games that can display in 480p instead of the standard 480i are supported. Games like Metroid Prime and Mario Kart Double Dash, or Star Wars Rogue Squadron 2 Rogue Leader, which is shown here. And if you're wondering, well, why is that important? Well, there are certain displays that may treat 480i as 240p. Or the display might not even support 240p over component at all. There were roughly 650 games released for the GameCube, and about 240 of them take advantage of supporting the 480p resolution. So if you're wondering what happens to the remaining 400 games, well, they still get the benefits of a digital signal output over component, and they will also get a boost in both clarity and color. Fortunately, the 240 games or so that support 480p are mostly the popular titles, and so I only had one game in my entire library that runs in 480i. Here it is, Midway's Arcade Treasures. Check it out. So are the cables worth it? Here's some things I think you should consider before buying them. First of all, they are a much cheaper solution, even though they're not the official Nintendo supported cables. If you end up spending $200 to $300 on those cables, you still have to get audio cables as well. So these cables definitely win in the cost department. The other thing you want to consider is, of course, the quality of the cable. As you guys know, I love HD Retrovision cables, but unfortunately, Steve and Nick don't have any plans to make a component cable for the GameCube. Last but not least, if you don't have a DOL001 model GameCube, then don't buy these cables because you can't use them. But if you do, and you're running composite and you want to upgrade, I say absolutely. The quality of the cables is terrific. I love the output, I love the picture, and I love the new supported 480p resolution that I can take advantage of. And let's not forget, these cables are much more affordable than the Nintendo official ones. Well, that wraps it up for today, guys. Thanks again for watching, and we will see you next time.